Hi everyone, it's Bob from Greybeard Models. Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you all again. Not that I can see you all, but you know what I mean. Why did they say that on TV? You know, you seen a program on television or whatever, and then they go, "We'll see you all next week." No, you won't. You can't see me. If you can, there's something weird going on with our televisions, and they're not telling us. Anyway, enough of that old doodad. This is the final part of that Stalwart, and it's been a really good build. I've really enjoyed doing it. There's a few little not so good things in it, which I think have been discussed by everybody else, so I'm not really going to go into that. But it's gone together really well. The other thing is I've got two more, which are here. So I'm going to build a couple more. The next one will be with the help of Inside the Armour and their resin stuff. So I'm gonna hopefully get all of their stuff together and build it with all as much of their stuff as I can. The other thing is that they are doing a high ab jib for the back for the Remy version. Whether or not I'll have that in time for the next build, I'm not sure, but I'm going to crack on and get prepared, and I think I'll have some of it done by the time that the jib comes out. Depends what happens. Anyway, enough of this. Let's get over to the bench, have a look at what I've done. At the end of the video, I'll put some stills. So I've taken some still pictures, and yeah, we'll have a look. Oh, excuse me. Right, so in the instructions there's two parts, C43 and C41, and they're the shields in front of the headlights, and in the kit they're actually solid parts. They're not grills, which they should be, which is a bit of a shame, but there's ways around it. So the kit part is like that. You can see that. And what I've done is pick it up. Come on, can't pick it up. Right, here we go. Right, so what I've done is cut the slots out, and it's not very difficult to do. It's a bit tricky. You need a little bit of patience, but you can do it. So what I did was took a drill suitable size. I think it's about a 0.5, maybe 0.6, and drilled a series of holes along the slot, and then using a sharp scalpel went along and gently sort of cut the slot out. And then once that was cut out, I used a piece of, this is some wet and dry paper which I had lying around, a piece like that. So I cut a strip of it, folded it in half, and then that's now wide enough or thin enough, depending on your aspect, to feed through the slot, and then just tidy up the slot by pushing and pulling that through. It's a bit time consuming, but it can be done, and you end up with that. So I'll get on and do the other one, and I'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, so you may recall that I had a problem with the kit. Oh, that's funny, isn't it? As soon as you start filming, somebody pulls up in a car and decides to let their noisy kids out. Welcome to sunny sunny summer holidays. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I got a replacement from ITA, and so I got a replacement mesh there, which was very good of them, so that was great. And when I emailed Chris, he did say he was going to send me some more bits that I could use just to test them out. And these two parts here, they're the replacement grating for the roof of the cab. And also he sent me some of the mask sets, and some of sent me the mask set. And it's a very, very thin vinyl mask, and it has the parts there which go round the sort of windscreen wiper. That's the word I was looking for. God, getting terrible. It's old age, you know. And there's also masks for the side windows. There's also a mask for the what look like the dials on the instrument panel, and there's a mask there for the various lights there and there and there and there, and more masks there. I think I've said there for the instrument panels, but I think you'll probably find there for like the indicators and stuff, so you can mask those off. And there's masks there for the other side windows and that side window and all of that. So they're really good. I haven't tried them. To be honest, I'm too far gone on this one. This one I've already got the windows in place, and painted the windscreen wipers on the front there. So my next step on this really is potentially just to mask off the windows for weathering, and I won't waste these ITA ones for that. I'll use those for painting in the next build. Right, so so we're nearly there, nearly at the finish. Just start messing around with the camouflage scheme, the camouflage scheme, using option B on the Airfix instructions. This is 4th Tank Regiment, British Army of the Rhine, West Germany, 1981. So give it some colourage on the wheels, and generally a bit of wear in there, but we're nearly there. Just going to go over, waiting for this lot to dry, and then once that lot's dry, I'm going to go over it with a flat brush, and that will release a lot of the fairly heavy bits of it. It's still a bit damp, and then I'll probably go over it with some of this AK Dark Earth, just to sort of tone that down, because it's a little bit. I think we can probably think about taking off the masking on the windows, but right, let's have a look at this. So here we are. This is the final view. it of the Stalwart, I think it's pretty cool. I've just given it some sort of weathering and stuff, so I'm quite pleased with the outcome of that. I think overall it's a very good kit, fairly straightforward to build. I haven't bothered putting the canvas on because I don't, on this particular build, I didn't really want one. But there's a few things here that Airfix have done really well, and there's a few things that they could have done better with. And I think all the things that they didn't quite get right, I think that's all been brought up by other people on YouTube. But I think generally speaking, this goes together quite well. On this one, I've used the Inside the Armour exhaust shield there. I think that looks a hell of a lot better than the Airfix sort of glazed piece that they've used. But all in all, yeah, I think that this comes out as a really good kit. Giving it a bit of weathering, as you can see. Didn't want it too tidy, but there it is. Done some stills, they'll be at the end, and all I say is thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. See you later. Bye for now.